Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Pollard at solarpowertothepeople.org and Jeff Pollard11 on Instagram. I'm with Fashion Revolution and Zero Debris. Who are you guys specifically? And please tell me, we'll start with Fashion Revolution. Please give me your name and tell me what it's all about, and then we'll get into Zero Debris.
Of course. Hi, nice to meet you, everyone. My name is Daniela, and I'm from the communications team of Fashion Revolution Mexico. We are an organization that is above all the world, that it was born in 2013 through an accident that was in Bangladesh. Sorry, I forgot the year.
No, that's okay.
Can we just
what kind of
just
accident
verify
happened?
and I'll keep going? I'll keep giving the information and go back to the year.
It was 2013, Dani.
2013, right? Yeah,
yes.
I said it and it was like, yeah, it's 2013. Yeah, sorry.
And so what is it you guys do? What is it about?
We are an organization that likes to question brands. What are they doing? How are they doing? Which are their practices? So we have this question. It's this very famous question that is, who made my clothes? And the main goal is to aim brands to show their transparency, to show what they're doing, and if they're treating fair their workers, and they have good political practices or work practices that make the workers have a safe ambience at work. We have a manifesto with 10 main basic points to improve the development of the fashion industry. That's our main goal.
Okay, and real quick before we get to Zero Debris, is it a survey thing? How do you contact these businesses and figure out their ethics?
Well, we are mostly activists, and we specifically have this year event that we we commemorate the folding of this building that happened in 2013, that it was called Rana Plaza, and because of that, we have this week of activities called Fashion Revolution Week, and this is our most important week in the year, because we mostly promote and educate consumers, designers, brands, everyone who wants to collaborate with us. But mostly is the main action that you can have is sign our manifesto to become part of this revolution. And we also have a fashion transparency index that you can be a part of, that we do every once in a time, not yearly. We want it to be yearly mostly, but sometimes it takes a longer time to make brands to be part of this index, because it's a very complete investigation on their practices, and they put everything in numbers and how do they do things. So this is another very important activity, because every time a brand comes to us with the openness of doing things, or that brand doesn't have to do everything perfect, but at the end, the main goal is that they show their transparency and they are fair of what they are doing. They don't fear to say how are they doing things.
No, that's very great. So you're talking about brands, you're talking about partnerships, and so Fashion Revolution, you partnered with Zero Debris. Please, can you introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about Zero Debris?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Jessica Santiago. I'm the vice president of the nonprofit organization called 0DEBRIS. We started in 2015, and now we have 4 chapters around the world. And basically, what we want to do is to, educate and create awareness with our community around what are the contaminants to our planet, whether it's a plastic or a textile or whatever that we have, and what can we do about it. It all started with our with the mind of our organizer, our CEO, that he started just doing on his 40th birthday 40 acts of kindness, and one of them was cleaning the beach. So that's how we started in 2017. And so far, we collected like 2,000 pounds, and we have hosted like at least 35 events. Either, locally, we're usually in Santa Monica in California, and we also do a lot of online events.
Okay, and I just want to quickly mention that we're kind of around the world right now. We're in Guadalajara and Fashion Revolution, and then you're in Santa Monica currently?
Yes, in California.
Okay, in California, and she's dealing with the same weather I am in Los Angeles, so maybe. But yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so those are what you guys do. How did you guys like kind of find each other, and what is it you're doing with one another? What's the collaboration? Can you tell me that? I know you may have touched upon it, but I want to hone it down, so please feel free to repeat also.
No, I am so excited to partner up with Fashion Revolution. I contacted the organization and they had me in contact with Daniela that's in Guadalajara, but we're finding out that we have goals in common, which is a sustainable product and transparency. So Danny talked about who made my clothes. So in that, like, we have to ask for transparency where our product is coming from, and also make the process sustainable, right? So in Zero Debris and Fashion Revolution, we have that goal in common. So we have partnered up to do an event. Danny, you want to talk about what the event is about?
Of course, I would love to. Yeah, indeed. It was a very pleasure surprise to receive Jessica's contact to get to know this organization, 0DEBRIS. And once we heard of them, for me, it's very important because a part of our manifesto is actually the ambiental part also, and the no waste part. So we also like to talk that a lot. So this event is going to be focused on actually the waste, the clothes waste that comes from through all America. So this will be very interesting because we'll be talking about what happens in America after brands or these fast fashion companies have the waste at the end. That's how we see it, but it doesn't have to sound like that. Actually, this is a talk that we're aiming to focus on what can be done with this waste, with this textile waste, more than a second hand. No, this is another topic that happens a lot. The second hand that comes through Mexico and to other Latin American countries, and how this happens and how this has an impact, and a social impact. Of course, it also has a social impact, but it also has an ambiental impact. So I'm very excited to talk about this because we will have both parts involved. The part in America, and especially I think Los Angeles, because you have a lot of brands there, a lot of malls and shopping centers, and we have Mexico because we are in the middle of everything. So I'm very excited about the information that we're going to talk about. But this is mostly what we aim to start. This is also interesting. This talk is not only going to be a talk between ourselves. We like the audience to be involved and to tell us what do they think and what do they know about this topic, mostly.
So educating the public and getting them involved. Is there for anyone who's just coming into this, is there either a simple or just some kind of call to action? You want to inform, but is there something they can kind of do after they watch or after they get to know you guys? What would be a good, solid, lifelong kind of be aware, do this thing, this helps a lot? Anything at all?
So yeah, I mean, I would say everything is about consumption, right? Either if it's a textile or it's a bottle of plastic or whatever, rethink. Like, do I really need this? Do I need to buy this? And then also when you have it, if it's a single purpose, then could I use it for another thing? I would just say that's one for call for action. But this Saturday, we're going to talk about textiles and what we can do. During Fashion Revolution week, Danny, you had some kind of events where you exchange clothes. Would you want to talk about that?
Yeah. This was very interesting. Another of our collaborators do these kind of activities. The important thing here to focus also is that Fashion Revolution, we do not do everything. What we mostly do is connect with our collaborators. And in this case, what we do is we organize this week with our collaborators, and they are the ones who do everything. They are the responsible brands, the brands that organize these kind of events. So we had these very great. There are a lot of brands doing this in Mexico, and I think in the United States too. These swap parties or swap events where you bring a lot of clothes and well, it depends on the event, but mostly you change them for these fictional money or these coins, or maybe with just points to swap them, with other clothes. So this is very interesting because the value of one cloth is another cloth, and maybe a cloth that you didn't need, someone will need it and someone will find it worthy. So this is very interesting because it revalues the clothes, and you don't see it as trash anymore.
Exactly. One person's trash is another person's treasure, am I right?
Exactly.
Now, you
Totally.
mentioned a Saturday date. Just to make it clear, is this something that anyone can attend? Is this digital? Is this in a physical place? Can you tell us about that?
Well, Fashion Revolution Week, you mostly it's a very exciting thing to say, because it I think it's one of the first times, well, after the pandemic, that it has been in present in a university. So we had a lot of most of the activities, were in Puebla City. We are in all the Republic, so this event was especially organized in Puebla. We had some activities and swap activities in Guadalajara too, mostly in universities, but the swap activities are very common right now. Actually, they are part of the flea market dynamic. In Guadalajara, they're becoming more or less like that. Every time there is well, I don't know if I think you call it like that also, a flea market, where it's trade, or it's a place where brands can show their artisan work, or also time for people who have their own closet and wants to sell it. This is not only the swap, but also, for example, me as a person, I have 20 clothes that I want to sell. I just hang in there and go to sell them, and this happens also a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
location
specific. Yeah, and sorry, Jeff and Dani. And it's specific for the event on Saturday. It's an online event through Zoom. We have an Eventbrite link, so if anybody's interested, they can just click in there. It's for an hour this coming Saturday, May the 27th at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay, no, that's perfect. Well, thank you, ladies. I wanted to make this brief. I appreciate you guys saying that. Fashion Revolution and Zero Debris. I would like to end this with a very quick, even though it sounds like you gals are just doing good things by nature, I also like to end it with a tidbit of wisdom from each one of you. It could be about anything, but it's just something that, you do that makes the world a little bit better, makes your life a little bit better. It could be reading a book. It could be taking a walk. It's kind of that question that I put on the spot, but it could be anything. Can we, do you guys have any wisdom to bestow upon us?
You know what? I will start with just one word. Somebody asked me, like, what word would define you? And I think I would just go with breathe. Like when there's a fast pace or a slow pace, just breathing in, like just being present in the moment on whatever you do. I think that would be my philosophy, and just sharing with others. Just breathe, like be conscious that you're breathing and you're here today, and grateful and thankful for that. Okay.
Amazing. For me, I think a word represents me a lot is coexist. For me, it's great because you can coexist with everything, with nature, but with other people, with other people's ideas, and you can coexist as a person, or as your mind coexist with yourself also. So that also helps you to be in peace with yourself and in peace with others.
Perfect. I like that. Thank you so much, ladies. I really appreciate it. I want to just once again, it's Fashion Revolution and Zero Debris. Thank you, everyone. You'll find their links. You'll find everything in the description boxes, and I'll be blasting them everywhere. Please attend their seminar thing on Saturday. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. I have some exciting news. I teamed up with Blueview Shoes. That's a shoe company that makes a 100% biodegradable shoe. That's 100% eco-friendly. I have a pair myself. They're stylish, they're comfortable, they do the job. If you want a pair yourselves, look in the description box for any links or discounts or wherever links are found depending on where I post this. You'll be helping the little guy, that's me, and you'll be helping a company that truly cares. That's Blueview Shoes, a shoe that is 100% biodegradable. Leave only footprints.